at least 744 cases this term alone at the Supreme Court where these persons either need to be on bail or want their matter pushed forward. If the court has to push back, those persons are going to be in a position where...
What that a day do this on na fear major make your girl feel pleasure. I may say turn it up another notch, you know. Hey, girl, come wine pan the kono. Fear major make your wine pan the kono. I may say the artist YouTuber right now. Turn it up another notch. Fear major, bust them head top.
So why you can't be happy for me one time? Stay to myself, dog, you're too bad mind. Remember when it was only me. Me never selfish down to the line.
Up top. You don't know if you just there on a brand new show, a fresh new show. Big up all of my subscribers and all of my viewers them. And all who not subscribe it, not that time to change. The door is always open. So don't know if you go do. Now we're currently at day 6 of VYBZ KARTEL court hearing. The final day. We're not supposed to tired for hear that by now. Because every day them say the final and then go over in our next day. But definitely people, this time around it has been confirmed. Today the defense team and the prosecution team submit them closing argument. Likewise at the end the judge step in and make the court know when the ruling are go hand down. So disclaimer out there people, you won't know on this show if the teacher go free. Plus if the ruling did handed down already, you know what I know. But nevertheless, we get a date on the final hearing and whether or not them are going to retrial VYBZ KARTEL case.
So why you can't be happy for me one time? Mankind, hey. So why you can't be happy for me one time? Mankind.
Also alongside the update, me have a powerful piece of track from an entertainer hail way from Trelawney side. When we say the artist build an atmosphere around that one here we give goosebumps. Don't feel like a joke. A serious piece of track this from the individual. The artist we are speak of go by the name of T-Wain. It will be the first time we are featuring on the platform, and I'm sure a lot of you are going to request for our next feature after you listen to that one here. And the exact music video you want to see a display on the screen now and then we are speak of. It is entitled Mankind from T-Wain. So we are going to run through that one there from the artist, but first we could get the more anticipated update out of the way. We're currently at day 6 of VYBZ KARTEL court hearing, the final day, and it's where the defense team and the crown are going to present them closing argument. So I want to know how we get to work over here. The information here come from the Gleaner itself, the Jamaica Gleaner, a credible source. The Court of Appeal has expressed serious concerns about the prosecution's push for a murder retrial in the VYBZ KARTEL case, while 2 murder-related cases sent back for retrial, one in 2022 and the other in 2023, are yet to get retrial dates. It has been bothering me. I am very concerned, said the lead judge, Justice Marva McDonald Bishop. She said it appeared the prosecution was more interested in pursuing the case involving Kartel and its 3 co-accused who are charged with the 2011 murder of Clive Lizard Williams. So it look like the judge has questioned herself right now, you know, people. The judge has said the prosecution have backlog around there. She have other cases around there we need for go to retrial. When the date not said for none of them sitting there from 2022 and 2023. Remember, she sent for some old cases to get retrial in the last 6 years, you know, people, and them 2 cases they pop up. Up to now, no retrial date not set for them there. So it's like the judge has scratched her chin and say, you have backlog around there, Mrs. Prosecutor. And you still a pursue and a push for your next retrial for put our next workload for your hand. I also with VYBZ KARTEL case. People, I don't know where the judge are pray right there, you know. But it look like she has the prosecution team has one piece of corruption, in my opinion. It's like she has said them have a personal vendetta against Kartel because them hands done full and them still a push for VYBZ KARTEL retrial. The judge asked what is so significant about Lizard killing that is not present in the case involving former policeman Rushan Hamilton, who is accused of the murder of a 14-year-old pregnant girl. His case was sent back in September 2023. So right there the judge has said what's so important about Lizard killing when they have on a desk full with other killing were brutal as well. I want to see the example where she used a former policeman murder a 14-year-old pregnant girl, you know, people. So it's like the judge has said, look, for a case like that, we don't need half on the deck, so we need justice for. And it's okay for put aside them case there, just for tackle VYBZ KARTEL case. And also, them the question the judge asks, you know, people. The judge noted that the other case involves Trevor Taffy, who is awaiting retrial for the alleged beheading of his common-law spouse. So the judge had drafted some serious case of them having a backlog. They basically have put the prosecution team in at the hot seat. Acting Director of Public Prosecutions, Claudette Thompson, told the court that the prosecution is not focused on the victims of the crime, but the circumstances of the crown. She said there is no premium being placed on cartel case. The senior prosecutor told the court that the state is simply ready to go ahead with the case if a retrial is ordered. So the prosecutor made the judge know say nothing special about VYBZ Kartel case. Them just ready anytime to proceed if the court for order a retrial. Them just do them work. She said the crown is ready for the matter to proceed as early as September 2024, although she noted that the Supreme Court could accommodate it in early 2025. Thompson also said witnesses are ready. The prosecution has urged the Court of Appeal not to allow VYBZ Kartel and its 3 co-accused to escape justice on a technical blunder. It is in the interest of the public in Jamaica that those persons who are guilty of serious crimes should be brought to justice and should not escape merely because of some technical blunder, argued Acting Director of Public Prosecutions Claudette Thompson. So if you know at the closing argument to reach people, and as you can see the prosecution team I take charge. Them make the Court of Appeal know so them can't make VYBZ Kartel and them co-accuse them escape judgment. She said there are remedies to address constitutional breaches regarding delays in the case. The courts have been and should loathe to dismiss a matter due to pre-trial publicity, as the criminal justice system has within its sufficient safeguards to mitigate against the risk of prejudice, the prosecutor said. Thompson said there are sufficient safeguards to ensure that the men get a fair hearing by an independent and impartial jury. So as you can see, the prosecution team still a push hard for a retrial. Shall ensure the judge that them have more than enough safeguard in play so that VYBZ Kartel and him co-accused them get a fair retrial. So that are the closing argument for over the prosecution team side. Make we get over the defense team side now. The defense in VYBZ Kartel hearing says the best remedy to address the breaches of constitutional rights is to acquit the men of the charge of murder. Attorney Isaac Buchanan made the assertion today in Court of Appeal in reply to submissions from the prosecution. He said the Crown has failed to provide evidence to justify the breach of Kartel and its 3 co-accused rights to a fair trial in a reasonable time. Smart move right there from Isaac. Remember, the judge did a pressure the prosecutor in a last week, people. Said they need to provide evidence that VYBZ Kartel and him co-accused constitutional right was breached to a fair trial in a reasonable time for a justified reason. Up to now, the prosecution no provide no justified reason. So Isaac Buchanan put pressure upon the prosecution and I make the judge know so them fail. The Crown also admitted that the potential trial would likely perpetuate the breach. Buchanan says the prosecution has failed to justify the breach and in the absence of evidence, the court must acquit. The cumulative delay falls squarely on the state, he said, noting that the men have been before the court since 2011. Bad Isaac. A closing argument then a sound tree bad. It sound convincible like the prosecution team really and truly feel. Anyways, the judge announced the date where the judgment are gonna be handed down. As I said before, the closing argument take place today in a court. I hate to just run through. So it's up to the judges them of the Jamaican Court of Appeal to take everything where them get, gather everything, every argument, and come up with a decision and a specified day. The Court of Appeal says it will hand down its judgment on whether entertainer VYBZ Kartel should be retried for murder by July the 31st. The question of a retrial is never easy for a court of law, especially when it involves serious offenses and lengthy delays. It's gonna take us time, but the court is mindful of the need for expedition in this matter, said the lead judge, Justice Marva McDonald Bishop. The court's judgment is reserved given the importance of the case. Even if we reach a decision, we cannot come back to just give our decision without our reason for the decision. And that is where the delay usually comes from. But we are mindful of all the issues and especially the health issue of one of the appellants. So we'll do our best and we can say we aim for no later than the end of the term. So as you can hear, the judge set a date, them say by July the 31st and them say by. Remember the keyword by. So I guess it can forward before, but them say by July the 31st is enough time for them forward with them decision. So that people will reach to the end of the hearings. The next time we meet up again on the situation, Uno go find out whether or not VYBZ KARTEL case will get retrial. So make me know the thoughts and opinion on the matter we just run through. You know, as usual, I wish the entertainer them all the best on them case.
Certainly the defense is saying no retrial. The prosecution is saying there can be a retrial. There was a breach of the fair trial right, which was the central issue of this case, and whether or not the court can order a retrial in the circumstances. Certainly for the defense, we would have presented affidavit evidence, which was a plethora of documents. As you can see, it went over into day 6, and even at the end of day 6, there were so many documents that the court was inundated with information that they now have to go through. I just wish to make clear that because of this, it is one of the reasons why the court now has to go through the information and have a written judgment, because this is a high public interest matter, and so the explanation, the length, all of these are things that when it comes to the interest of justice. For instance, we have at least 744 cases this term alone at the Supreme Court where these persons either need to be on bail or want their matter pushed forward. If the court has to push back, those persons are going to be in a position where they'll be crying to the court about delay. Right. We have many issues within our justice system. We're not perfect, we're a developing country, but what this case shows is that we can, from the defense bar, that's the Bar Association, the prosecution sides and the judiciary, give advice to the legislators in terms of how to put in statutory safeguards to ensure that certainly for a retrial like in England, the limit is 2 months, and we've gone beyond that.
Me always give you respect. Remember, earn that earn. We just don't get a shop to whom it may concern. Your heart of a firm, no grudge, no man turn. Life lesson you live and learn.
So that's recording artist T-Wain from Trelawney side, new official music video entitled Mankind. And you can also call it ungrateful people. Same difference, you don't know mankind equal corrupt people. Anyways, that one here was produced by Well Bad Music. Not sure if other artists is on the beat, but we're sure about T-Wain and people him did deliver. Refreshing track from the artist. High opening track at that, and that are mainly for the ones them who blind to corruption. You know you're the artist I am and make you know so the art of a firm. No judge, no man turn. Life lessons, you live and you learn. I like the meditation of the artist as well. I like the concept overall. Teach you them and show them the right way. And that before them get corrupt. Because when corruption apply, there is no turning back.
Why you can't be happy for me one time? Stay to myself, dog, you're too bad mind. Remember when it was only me. Me never selfish down to the lines of
JJ, serious piece of chorus, and it's simple, you know. But the artist's request is very big to some corrupt people. You have some ones in your circle, no matter how much you have them back and dead for them. Not even one time them can happy for you. Not once, you know, people. It's like the hardest thing in the world for them. So you see to how the entertainer make that repetitive in-time chorus, it have corruption conscience a type of way. Why you can't be happy for me one time? Stay by myself, dog, a too bad mind. JJ, put them in the spot T-Wain and we have to make them uncomfortable when them hear them song. Definitely a track on me a show in my catalog when me a burn corruption. When them track here I play a loudspeaker, bad mind a fear screw on one part there.
Oh, the darkness me help you to the light. Now you start to fight and backbite. Start to talk things when I right. Just so put you out of sight.
When you hear the entertainer just say out of the darkness, him help him to the light. Now you start to fight and backbite. Normal day, regular thing. A mankind, just like what the entertainer title the track. Him could get a better title, people believe. Anyways, humble bad irie meditation track. And at the same flame for the music video. Irie piece of visual. The artist definitely look like him a heights up in the music video. And a whole theme one him learn from mankind. So definitely a visual that I recommend my people to go check out from T-Wain. That one here just released, fresh release, and it not gone nowhere yet. Not too late, still early. The link is on the flat as usual, know our style. So do the right and don't make the right do enough. You know, big up the entertainer. T-Wain, go and do it, my G. That was it for the show. Big up all of my subscribers and all of the viewers who stay until the end of the show. Really appreciate it. Bless up on yourself and go and live good.
You remember Edjahz is real. My best one you can't share. You don't know how to forgive to. So listen to me clear. Why you can't be happy for me?